Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'm AC and today I'm going to walk you through this 2020 Thor Ace. This is a bunk model, so this is going to be a good coach for you. If you've got kids, if you've got a lot of friends and family that want to come along with you. This is going to be on the Ford chassis. So it's going to have a V10 Triton. Plenty of power to get you up and down the mountains. We're going to start right here on the front. These are going to be your 19.5-inch wheels. Now these are simulators. They look nice, but these are not your aluminum wheels. I got to point this out. I thought this was kind of cool. So if you got a pet with you, you know, you have a window, but now your pet has a window if they like to sit right there by your feet. Here in the first compartment, we're going to have our batteries and also our slide mechanisms here. Propane tank. So you're going to have 20.8 gallons of propane. Of course, playoff season, right? NHL, NBA. You got to have a nice spot to watch the games. Here you go. All you Denver fans, how lucky are we that we've got the Nuggets and the Avs, right? Okay, right here you can see we have a 19-foot awning. So a beautiful day like today. It was a little breezy earlier, so I didn't pull it out of there, but 19-foot awning for those beautiful days when you want to hang out outside. This is a 32.3 floor plan, so you're going to be just over 33 feet in length. 8.25 feet in width and just a little over 12 foot in height. Nice storage compartment here. You have a work light in there. Right here we're going to have a couple outlets in case you want to plug something in. All right, here in this bay we have a little bit of a pass-through that goes across to the other side. You've got probably about 6 inches that you can, you know, tables, fishing poles, that kind of thing you can put up there. Here's a gravity fill. So you can fill if you want to take extra water. This does have 50 gallons of fresh water, 40 gallons of gray, and 40 gallons of black. So if you want to take some 5-gallon jugs of fresh water with you, you can fill them in there. You can also use that to sanitize your tanks. If you like to carry a portable grill, there's a quick connect for your propane. All right, here's another compartment with some more pass-through to the back. Actually, let me open that other door so you can kind of see through it. All right, so you can see that you got plenty of room to go across there if you have some longer items. Now this does have bunk beds. It has a drop-down bunk over the cab as well, so it'll sleep plenty of folks. If you got little kiddos, you can, you know, play peekaboo there on that side. What kid doesn't like playing peekaboo, right? We got 8,000-pound towing on this. Again, this is a Ford, so you're going to have 320 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. You do have a ladder to get up to the roof if you need to get up there and do some maintenance, maybe do some resealing, take the snow off the roof whenever it gets when it gets cold in the wintertime. Here is your fuel. It's unleaded. You're going to have 80 gallons of fuel. This is your exhaust for your generator. So this does have an Onan 5500 gas generator. So here, that's where you would put your sewer hose. We're going to set it up outside so that you have a nice spot to store your sewer hose. Here's that generator. Here we're going to have a cable inlet and then your 50 amp connection here. There are your tanks and your outdoor shower and also your tank flush. Large storage compartment there. Here we're going to have our city water connection here, so this is where you set up your hose if you're at an RV park to run from the sewer or city connection. Look up top here, we do have slide toppers on this. A lot of times or sometimes you'll find some of the lower end coaches will not have slide toppers. This one does have a full length slide topper on this slide. And here's that front storage compartment that also has the pass-through. Yet another storage compartment again for a 33-foot coach. It's got quite a bit of storage, especially on a gas coach that doesn't have the full slide throughs. You got some really nice storage there. We do have turn signal cameras on your mirrors. We got backup camera. Radiator, windshield washer fluid, chassis battery, and there is a disconnect right here. So always check if you have any issues, make sure that you haven't popped that breaker. All right, now let's go inside. As we walk in here, a couple things to point out. You're gonna have your step on and off, your step light, and then you're gonna have some porch light switches there, your battery disconnects there, and then your awning switch. Here on the right, we're gonna have our fire extinguisher. Grab bar to help you get in and out. I'll go ahead and close this door. All right, as I mentioned earlier, if you've got a lot of kiddos, I've got 4. I know folks that have 6. You got to have a place to take them with you, unless you want to put them outside in a tent, which isn't always the best. So set of nice bunks here, storage down below. And we do have some TVs in each of the bunks to help keep them busy. Although if you're camping, really, unless the Nuggets or the Avs are playing, you probably shouldn't be watching TV. I'm just going to say that. Back here, we're going to have our TV up here. Plenty of storage. Nice window there for some fresh air. Large wardrobe area. Now this is the table that you can put up front. I'll show you when we go to the front of the cab there, but this is where it stores away. Nice and neat, out of the way. Again, plenty of drawer space. If you're bringing all the kiddos with you or friends or family, you got plenty of room. You're also going to probably take some toys along with you. A huge storage area under here. This is your ladder for the bunk up front. Emergency exit window. Hopefully you don't ever have to use it, but if you do, it's right here. You are going to have a nice nightstand on both sides of the bed with storage. You got some reading lights right over Right here you can turn on and off when you're laying in bed. Here you can have some USB ports and a 12 volt. Now this floor plan gives you a really nice balance of sleeping area and storage, and it's only 33 foot in length. So, you know, if you like to hit those national parks, you want to take the kids out, it's a really nice floor plan. Here in the bathroom there, so this is their full bath floor plan. You have a corner shower here with plenty of room. You got a skylight up top in case you're really tall, or if you have tall kiddos, they'll fit in here. And plenty of storage up high and down below. You have a couple of towel racks, one here, one on this wall on the left here. I'll get out so you can kind of check that out. You do also have a couple of drawers down below the bunk bed. So again, plenty of storage. You got a couple drawers down below. You have your privacy curtains, or if the kids want to pretend to have a, you know, clubhouse, just let them close the curtains. Ladder for this is under the bed, as I mentioned earlier. Go ahead and get those opened up. Now, we get a lot of people on the lot that want a gas stove. So this is a nice one. You got 3 burners and you have an oven, which is kind of hard to find now. You got a ton of counter space up here, plenty of counter space. The previous owner added this little counter extension here. Plenty of room for all your cleaning supplies, which those of us that have kids, you know you're going to need all the cleaning supplies. Or if you just have a messy husband. I got to say, I feel bad for my wife. I'm like a big kid. Glad she puts up with me. So you got bunk beds, you have the main bed, you have a dinette that turns into a bed as well. This will drop down. You'll use these cushions to put on top of here and make a nice bed if you have some small kiddos. And then you do have storage under here as well. If you have to work on the road, you're gonna sit at the table and do some work, we do have an outlet down here where you can plug in. Here's another nice little, again, if you've got this many people with you, you want to be able to hang out, so you can hang out here, hang out on the booth. You can hang out on these 2 front seats and swivel them around. Got some cup holders behind here in case you're watching TV. All right, and then up front here, we do have a drop-down bunk, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that down real quick, and then we'll raise it back up. All right, so you're gonna have the drop-down bunk here. You can sleep a couple more people up here. This also turns into a jackknife bed. So you've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could probably sleep up to 8 people in here, depending on size. All right, let's go ahead and raise that up. I don't know if you could hear that on camera, but for those of you that are 50 plus, you might remember the $1 Million Man back in the day. Kind of makes the same sound it would make when he was running down. Up here in the front, we do have a nice little work area here. This comes down, you can set up your laptop, put a book, whatever you like to do while you're on the road. You've got a 12-volt outlet right here. And there's also a standard outlet down here on the right. So you can plug in your laptop if you want to do some work. And then again, you have that cool window down here. If you got a pet that wants to sit here by you all the time, they've got a nice little window to look out. Plenty of cup holders here in the front. Let me hop over to this side. This is where you would put the table that's under the on that back dresser there. You put the post in there, set the table up. You can swivel these seats around, and you have another dining area or additional workspace. You have all your HVAC controls here, your heating and cooling, USB ports, 12-volt outlet. If that's not cool, I don't know what is. You got an actual visor here in an RV. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Again, it's on a Ford chassis. We're gonna go ahead and fire it up. So V10, 320 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. It's not too loud right now. The engine is in the front, obviously. It's not a diesel pusher, so when you're going down the road, you will hear it a little bit. You'll hear it a little more when it's climbing through the gears, when you're going up through the mountains, but they do push along really nicely. Emergency brake or your parking brake is down here. You have your power heated mirrors, and this does have electronic leveling. Additional USB ports here. Your light controls are right here, and then your battery merge or emergency start. I like that they labeled it emergency start versus the battery merge. If you happen to leave your lights on and kill your battery, you can push that button to merge your house and chassis batteries and give yourself a jump start. All right, up overhead, we do have a couple cubbies on both sides. And that is the 2020 Thor Ace bunk model. So again, if you've got a lot of people that like to go with you, you have a lot of kiddos, some little ones, this would be a perfect unit. It's not as, you don't want to go spend $1 million for a King Air that has bunk beds. If you have little kids and you're like me, you like to play with them, you like to make messes, tear stuff up, you could tear something like this up if you're like me and not feel bad because you didn't pay $1 million for it. So if you have questions on pricing, give me a call, shoot me a text or an email, and I can give you the pricing information for you. Si hablo español, me pueden hablar al 720-276-4241. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in a couple weeks.